Hey Tax Pros, we didn't see you there. On this edition of TPT, we're coming to you with some tax planning information, what you've all been waiting for. So tune in on this three-part series as we head into tax planning on this edition of Tax Pro Talk, or hashtag TPT. Hey Tax Pros, welcome back to Tax Pro Talk, or hashtag TPT. I'm Tony.
I'm Jim.
And if this is your first time viewing, Tax Pro Talk is your home for all things taxes, your tax products, and some best practices that Jim and I go through on a weekly basis. So thanks for tuning in. Today what we're talking about is tax planning, because with tax reform, that creates an opportunity for tax planning services that you could offer now in your practice. But before we get started and dig too deep into tax planning, there's a few things that we want to clarify and get out of the way first.
Yeah, a lot of times when we talk to tax pros about tax planning, there's a very broad spectrum of definitions of what tax planning is. Some people think withholding checkups is actually tax planning. I want to differentiate for these purposes and say withholding checkups is just making sure that your taxpayers have enough withheld by the end of the year to cover their liability or their usual refund. Okay? Tax planning, on the other hand, is implementing specific strategies to minimize taxes, and that's usually more of a proactive process. So, two different things. Today we're going to be talking about withholding checkups with your clients.
All right, so Tax Pros, as we get into this, the first thing that we want to talk about as you go through this process is segment your clients. And you want to segment them into business and non-business. And those business really be if they have a Schedule C, E, F, Partnership, Corp. Just really separate them between business and non-business clients.
Yeah, and for simplicity, all of your withholding checkups are going to be with your non-business clients. If you have clients who fall in the business bucket, those are going to be tax planning clients, because as we're going to talk about in the next episode, that's going to be more complex. But for withholding checkups, those would be all your non-business clients. And then you want to make sure that you're positioning this well with your non-business clients when you offer them a withholding checkup.
Hey Tax Pros, it's time for a break from this episode. I'm here with my good friend Matt Fuller, and he's got some information he wants to share with you today.
Tony, it's really important.
Did
you hear about the Tax Pro's dog who ate all the Scrabble tiles?
No? What happened?
He kept leaving messages around the office all day long.
All right, so as we look into our non-business bucket and how do we position the withholding checkups, there's really 5 key points that I think we need to focus on here in positioning that.
Yeah. First, start with educating your entire client base about tax reform. Whether you use a newsletter, email, video, whatever your channel is, make sure that you are educating all your taxpayers on the differences between 2017 and 2018. There's a lot. You're familiar with many of them. Changes in itemized deductions, exemptions, credits, all of those types of things. Educate everybody first.
All right, step 2 is that you need to explain that these changes are going to affect the net liability, amount owed, refunds next April. So make sure that you communicate that change appropriately to all your clients.
Yeah, the next thing you want to do is that's when you want to offer an engagement for a withholding checkup so that clients can avoid any unnecessary surprises. Make sure that they are prepared for next year.
And the 4th item is that we recommend at least $100 per engagement or 25% of your average tax return fee. You're the expert, your time is valuable, charge appropriately.
Yeah. And then finally, 5th, make sure that you reinforce that offer regularly. So send out communication, education, and keep reinforcing that offer so that clients do know that this is available. They may not pick it up the first time, so you want to reinforce that and keep offering that to them.
Alrighty, Tax Pros, so that's going to wrap up our 5 key points on really how to implement and position these withholding checkups that you do for your non-business client. On the next episode, we're really going to lean into the tax planning for your business clients right here on Tax Pro Talk, or hashtag TPT. See you guys next time.